From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yellow. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Mahomes now on first down. It's complete to Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his right. They complete it to Hill. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Chris Jones on the stop. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Lamar
Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute downfield or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run it with Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Williams will try again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams taking it in as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He'll buy some time right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 34 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Ingram again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage. In the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How many plays do you script coming out of the second? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Now, this is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 42 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Roberts got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Jackson, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 36, Mahomes forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll look to run for him with Williams, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing now goes Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And an alley to run.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He's back to throw. Rolling, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. One final try from Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperate, and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.